Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sunday edition of the College Football Show. You know who this is. This is Ken, the dude, the freak, the most hated Ohio State fan on the planet, joined by my good friend from the College Football Mafia, the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel Gygax. How you doing today, good buddy?
Uh partially watching the Steelers Detroit game too, so I've got that on the TV in here too.
Uh, I was watching a little bit before I came on here, but how you doing today, good buddy?
uh, a little bit of interesting games yesterday. I got to find I can't remember who put it up. Talking about where Tulane and JMU got blown out. All the other teams that got blown out worse than Tulane and JMU. I Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Well,
Find it
speaking
and
of
share it.
last night and the college football playoffs starting games, Miami, Texas A&M. That was
That
interesting.
that really kind of shocked me because I did not think. I thought that A&M would at least have a pulse, and they didn't. I mean, like none.
No, A&M literally had no pulse going into that game.
No, 3 points. I mean, if you want to get right down to it, 3 points is 3 points. I mean, I wouldn't say that they looked awful, but
No, but they
didn't look good.
No, they didn't.
Hey, and guess who picked A&M?
Yes, you did, Daniel.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we know what went wrong. What went wrong in the first place?
Happens.
Hey, I'm not judging you, Daniel. I'm just cracking a laugh after that one.
It happens. You want to know something? If you would have watched Wednesday's show, me and Becky were talking about it. If that game was at,
I was actually just watching that show on Wednesday night, and
me and Becky were talking about that game, and the one thing that we brought up is, A&M was I want to say 2.5 point favorite.
2.5 point.
Yeah, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that it was in College Station. If that game was at a neutral site anywhere in the world, Miami would have been favorite. A&M just didn't. They just didn't look good.
But I want to point this out too, Daniel. Let's from that A&M game. Let's move on. Oregon JMU. What were your thoughts about that game? Because I thought JMU like later in the game just like almost had their number, and then Oregon just slapped them.
Oregon still won by 17, so it's not like that we're talking about.
It came down to the wire.
It wasn't like it came down to the wire. I mean, let's get right down to it. A 17-point game is still a 17-point game. If you're going to, I mean, they looked okay enough to make it worth somewhat of a game. It wasn't great. I've seen teams play a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
But
JMU actually held up against Oregon.
Still, I mean, well, they still lost by 17. No matter how you look at it, it's a 17-point loss.
Yeah. And literally, I'll tell you this, Dan, my dad was watching that game, the JMU Oregon game, and he literally was like, he literally was rooting for him, and then
Lose you? I think I lost Caden.
I'm still here.
Okay.
No, but I was just saying, like, I literally was talking to my dad after after JMU lost, and he's like, "Well, at least we still put up a fight against JMU," and I'm like, "Yeah, like in the fourth quarter, and then y'all still lost by like at least what 15, 16, 17 points."
It was
So
a 17-point total loss.
right, but I mean, still, JNU at least put up a fight. They're a good
Yeah.
team, but just not. They made some errors where it was like, okay, y'all need to fix these errors.
Here's the thing. Oregon is probably the best roster money can buy. Bar none. And they've been doing this since, I don't know, mid-90s, that they started flexing that Nike money into getting people to go to Eugene, Oregon. I have not physically been in the town. I drove on Interstate 5 next to Eugene. I did not stop there. So I don't know anything about it. I just know I've driven it before.
Right.
Eugene and the same thing with Corvallis. They're kind of, I wouldn't say out there, but they are, you do have to go a little out of your way to get to both. It's not like UCLA or USC or even next to me where you've got Stanford, Berkeley, where you're right in the middle of 7.5 million people. You are kind of out there. It almost makes it feel like Morgantown from Pittsburgh. So you take 79 and it's about an hour 15, hour and a half, just depends on how things are going to get from Pittsburgh down to Morgantown.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way Corvallis and Eugene, Oregon are. You have to bring talent into Eugene. There's not enough D1 talent there in Oregon.
In Eugene.
Well, just in the state of Oregon, period.
Right.
So you are hitting most of the recruits. They get out of California. Most of them are from northern and central California, and they hit hard, heavy. And there's only one other team that I think that has done less with more, and that's A&M. And I don't know how much money A&M has spent. They have spent a lot. They finally made it into the playoffs, but what A&M do yesterday, or I'm sorry, Friday?
Mm-hmm. No, but I get what you're completely saying there, Dan. But let's move on. Ole Miss Tulane. Now, I thought that was just a complete disaster.
That was the one I thought that might have been an upset from the weekend. And a lot of it had to do with what is Tulane? Tulane's got everything to play for, and a lot of those players from Ole Miss, they're waiting for the portal to open. And the portal officially opens January 2nd, though. I don't know how the school calendars work for different schools. I know my daughter has to go back to her first day of instruction is January 5th up at UC Davis. So I don't know how certain calendars work. You might get maybe a week to get things figured out, but if Ole Miss wins again, let's say that they
beat Georgia,
then what? All those players are now they're not going to want to leave until the end of the playoffs.
right? But at the same time, Pete Golding is the head coach at the moment. So,
Yes.
I mean, it could be something interesting, but it could be something that could end up really bad. But we'll just have to see what happens from there.
Yes.
But here's my thing. As long as they're as long as Ole Miss is still putting up the numbers like they did against Tulane, they've got good momentum on their side. And I can say that strongly. But let's
very true. And here's the thing with Ole Miss, and let's get right down to it.
Ole Miss, Tulane, Oregon, JMU, Alabama, Oklahoma.
Oregon, I'm sorry. Ole Miss lost to Georgia October 17th. That game was in Athens, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking an 8-point game.
Oh my God.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, and Jeffrey, I'm looking on my Twitter, and obviously if you don't follow me on Twitter at
I do follow you on Twitter.
Jeffrey from Only Talk Sports, him and I've had debates about teams, about how good they were, how terrible they are.
Uh-huh.
Just said this yesterday at 3:37 p.m. The Old Miami and Texas A&M are not very good. Well, I would tell Jeffrey to his face that last night, but
who's he a fan of?
Indiana and Alabama, but he literally said that Miami and Texas A&M weren't good teams, and I'm like, well, I mean, from where they were standing in the rankings, they were.
They won. I mean, Miami won.
Mm-hmm.
A&M just looked
terrible. Like, I would tell Jeffrey from Only Talk Sports, like, sometimes the things he would say about, and this is off subject, Dan, I apologize.
I don't care.
But the things he would say about Alabama, about this and this and this, and I'm like, I disagree completely. Because there's some things that I can't get through my brain that he says that it's just like, it makes me just almost want to just puke. And not only that, just exit the room and just take a dump.
Caden, let me give you a word of advice. Don't worry about it. I don't care what other fans have to say or want to talk about or whatever. I just go on with going on.
Flow.
But the Alabama Oklahoma game, there's quite a number of memes. Oklahoma is 0-5 in playoff games.
Mm-hmm.
Counting whenever they won the Big 12 and got into the playoffs, and now with the SEC, 0-5. I don't know how to look at that, but that's not good. If you want to get right down to it, Oklahoma's inclusion kind of shocked me because I thought that would have been Notre Dame's spot. I didn't know that they were going to go 5 deep into the SEC.
Right.
Being honest, I didn't think that they were going to go that deep.
Right. No, I get what you're saying there, Dan.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I feel like, in my opinion, this is my opinion, Alabama's overrated. Because in the aspect that they lost 3 games, losing twice, and then losing to Georgia in the SEC title, should have taken out of the playoffs.
But saying Alabama's overrated, they beat OU in Norman, Oklahoma. To sit there and say that they're underrated, I don't know. Or overrated. They've got Indiana at the Rose Bowl in a couple weeks. So I want to see what Indiana's going to do.
Mm-hmm. Is like my question, like, and I wanted to ask Jeffrey this, But is Indiana really made out of the metal that they are, or are they just a piece of, or are they just overrated? Because
That I don't know.
that's what I'm asking. That I was gonna ask him earlier last night, but I was like, I didn't have enough energy because um I was tired and I just worked late last night. But I don't know. That's just
Let me tell you something. Last night was the first time that I watched Saturday Night Live in probably quite a number of months, and the local NBC affiliate is you've heard the term O&O, right?
yep. Oh, and oh,
Okay.
yeah.
The NBC affiliate here is an O&O, owned and operate by NBC Universal. So they'll show live versions of SNL at 8:30 p.m. my time,
Right.
which is pretty cool because I don't have to stay up till 11:30 to watch it. But
Right.
that just tells you how this Saturday was different than normal Saturdays, where I'm up until, like, if there's a Hawaii test, I'm up until 1 watching Hawaii football.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're forgetting about the other playoff games that we had yesterday.
Well, I mean, I watched Alabama, Oklahoma. I watched JMU, Oregon, Ole Miss, Tulane, and Texas A&M, Miami.
You're missing the biggest one from the weekend.
Oh,
Illinois State beating Villanova. Illinois State was one of the way that they do rankings for FCS football. I don't ask me how they do it. I can't figure it out. But Illinois State was unranked. They've had to play 4 games on the road. They beat Villanova. They're going to Nashville. I think that game's in 2 weeks.
it
to
is.
play
I
to
looked
play
through my notes.
Montana State in the FCS championship.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched most of those, and then we had a actual NCAA football championship game yesterday. This tells you how deep I go. Ferris State, who's out of I can't remember what town they're out of in Michigan, versus Harding, and they're out of Arkansas. Harding set the record for the most yards ran by a single team in one season. 6,943 yards.
That is
Insane. It's insane. And Ferris State won, but just hearing that number, I'm like, okay, I got to go back and look at some of these games, and you're like, oh my God. They call it the flex bone. Basically, it's a wishbone with a triple option added in. And they just run the heck out of the ball. I mean, they threw it once the entire game yesterday, and I think that the quarterback that they have has less than 500 yards passing for the season. That tells you everything you need to know about that team.
Yeah. And here's my thing about, like, with the college football playoffs, with where they're at, my thing is, and I was just talking to somebody about this, and I was saying my early picks for this college football playoff for the FBS. So Miami, Ohio State, I have Ohio State winning that defensively. Coming off the loss against Indiana, and Dan, you can keep your microphone on. You don't have to mute.
I was typing, so I didn't want to hear the in the background.
I'm used to hearing typing.
Well, no. I mean, it's one of the things that we do on our channel. We always, anytime that we like have a drink of water, anytime that we, all these are things. Like I said, Mark Rogers and Mark Rogers gave us like a great. Did you ever get a hold of him, by the way?
No,
Okay.
him and I have our differences, and I never really get in contact with him.
Differences, I don't care. Business is business. I mean, he did a lot for our channel.
Mm-hmm.
But
here's the thing, Dan. Like, I'm trying to go my separate way.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
it's like, I mean, there's a lot of things I don't have to explain things but let me get to my text, Dan, so then we can get this
Okay.
one. So with the next games, I've got Ohio State beating Miami because Ohio State's coming off of the Indiana loss with a lot of ferocity in their system, and I feel like Ohio State in that atmosphere, and especially in the Cotton Bowl where it's really a high probability for them, I've got them winning that one easy by at least 2 touchdowns. Georgia.
I'm not going to give my picks because we're going to put them out later this week.
But hey, at least you're going to hear my picks.
Yeah. Now we did do a bracket for the whole entire
college football playoff.
For the whole playoffs. There I wouldn't know the raw number of Texas Tech alums that are in the DFW Metroplex, but I'm going to say a lot. And the people, yeah. And the people that are close. I mean, let's just put it this way. It is going to be a very partisan Red Raider crowd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and speaking of Texas Tech, Oregon, I have Texas Tech going in, beating Oregon in the Capital One Orange Bowl in a convincing fashion. Dante Moore has not played an elite defense. So, and he transferred from UCLA to Oregon. So
yeah.
There's another thing.
Oh, that's another dumpster fire.
Yeah. But here's my thing. Texas Tech has an elite defense. I'll give them that. I've said that Texas Tech is a very good team on numerous occasions. Hell, I've said it on the College Football Mafia. Like, Texas Tech was one of the teams I had picked to win the playoffs after week 3. I don't know if you can recall that college show. I said it on Bomber Show. I had Texas Tech picked after like week 3 or week 6 to win the Big 12 championship. That's one of my picks. And now that Texas Tech plays Oregon in the playoffs, now Texas Tech has an opponent that's actually good besides BYU. So I've got Texas Tech winning that game by at least in a convincing fashion. That I'm not going to say a blowout, because if they blew them out, I would not be surprised if they blew them out. I'm being completely honest, Dan. But Indiana, Alabama, Indiana is my pick for that one. Because Alabama, and here's my thing. If Ty Simpson gets into a lot of pressuring trouble, then he's going to have a lot of issues. And then with Indiana, I mean, they came off the Big Ten title win against us. Sure. But I feel like, and this is going to be a test for Indiana. So but Indiana, I've got them winning that game. And then, what was the last one? Oh yeah, that's right. Georgia Ole Miss. I've got Georgia winning that one. Defense wins championships. Georgia's defense is good, but Ole Miss is losing to Georgia twice. And I mean, October 17th, that proved it.
That was
So I've
an
got
eight.
Georgia winning.
That was a 8-point game there in Athens, Georgia. So, and we know both teams will make the trip out there.
And then here's my thing, and I know that you guys are going to tell your picks in the next couple of days to a week on the next couple of shows. But I mean, at least, hey, you're hearing my picks as an honest guy. And speaking of something really interesting, Dan, I think you might find this pretty interesting. And you've probably seen on my YouTube or YouTube posts, by the way, YouTube post that Cade the Diesel Freak. I had mentioned on some of my YouTube posts that I had some pictures with some of the guys from OSU football. And you might see them on my YouTube posts. I'm actually good friends with the team and some of the guys on the team. And let me get my third person camera out here, Dan, because my computer camera does not work. And I'll tell you, that thing's a piece of garbage. Give me 1 second here, Dan. You're gonna like what I got in the mail from OSU football, and I literally got this in the mail from OSU football. Not even, oh heck, what was it? Well, like, so Monday I got this in the
like a fan pack from
that was on.
I was saying like a fan pack from OSU football.
That's what they sent me.
Cool.
Cotton candy for the Cotton Bowl.
Cool.
And I literally got that in the mail on Monday from the football team. So I think it's pretty cool. But I will say this honestly, this college football season has been good as it has been, and I say that honestly.
Yeah. I mean, is there a bad school? I mean, has there been a bad season?
I honestly would say no. And to be truthfully honest, sorry, like my camera's been acting up on me. Ugh.
I had to get a. I've got a MacBook Air 4. I got it a couple months ago. 6 months ago, maybe. And that's to replace because I've got like a work computer. I got a work computer, and then there's this one that I just use for everything else. Now here's a question I've got.
Shoot your shot, Dan.
And I was really shocked that Ole Miss put that much effort into their game, and a lot of it had to do with where everybody knows that at the end of the season they're done.
Right.
And here's the other one that's kind of throwing me off too. I just completely forgot what bowl game Michigan is going to be playing in.
I think they're playing the Cheez-It Bowl.
Yeah, that's it. It's in Orlando. They're against Texas. Yeah. I know it was against Texas. I just couldn't remember where it was at. So it's in Orlando. So how's that going to play?
Mm-hmm.
And on the Wednesday show, I brought up there's 5 programs that are probably, if you're there, chances of you leaving are slim to none. Alabama, Ohio State, I hate to say this, Notre Dame, because they have money, Michigan, Texas. And let's say that you're DeBoer at Alabama and you want to bring in a different offensive coordinator that's going to cost you $2.5 million a year. Do you think that they're going to bat an eye to cut that check? They're going to cut that check. They're going to bring the guy in. Same thing. Michigan's got that type of money. Ohio State's got that type of money. Even though Notre Dame doesn't publish all their numbers, we know that they've got cash.
Right.
Texas has cash, but Texas was like Texas A&M. They were spending a lot of money, but absolutely didn't mean squat just due to the fact that.
But they're not the only schools with like the big money there, Dan. North Carolina is Jordan Brand school. Oregon.
No. Let's back up here on that. That Jordan branding is just a licensing deal with the school. Yes, Michael Jordan is cutting some checks, but he is not cutting football checks. Guess what sport he's cutting money to?
Basketball. But Nike's doing the football program.
Yeah, but that's just a licensing deal. Every school's got a licensing deal. Heck, WVU's got a licensing deal.
And their licensing deal's Nike.
Yes. You remember a couple of years ago they had the Allstate commercial with the guys wearing Stu Virginia on it. Okay. WVU got somewhere around, it went to the Athletic General Fund, somewhere around $4.5 million just to do that commercial.
That's the crazy part.
Well, that's just how the world works. Not everything goes to a certain team all the time. You've got I'll bring it up out here. Stanford University, they have 36 Division I sports. And I can't remember how many club sports. They have endowments for every single scholarship that they have there. It's just how it works. So let's say insert name of, I'm sorry, I'm trying to watch.
Ohio State?
No, let's just say
insert name of what college?
Insert name of donor will go in there and say, I will pay blank amount of dollars per year to have my name on this scholarship. I'm trying to see up here because Steelers just got a unsportsmanlike, and I think that's the most ticky-tack bull bleep I've seen in quite a while. That's stupid.
What about like Leslie Wexner for Ohio State?
Maybe.
Because his name comes up in a lot of conversations around Ohio State.
Maybe.
Because it seems like his name comes up a lot, especially around Ohio State.
Here's the thing, and here's the question: who you're going to find somebody that's going to want that job? Plain simple, bar none, end of story. You're going to find somebody that's going to say, yes, I know it's a rebuilding, but if you pay me blank, I'll go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that with everything. We know that the NCAA is going to hammer Michigan. Because now we're talking not just this, not just Spygate, not just we're talking what's called lack of institutional control. It's what got Tressel fired. It's what got Dr. Gee, whenever he was there at Ohio State during all that, it's what got him fired, and he went to WVU. He's back there at Ohio State again as like president emeritus or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he's been there at WVU twice. So here's the thing with Michigan. They don't have a president right now. So who is the firing authority for Ward Manuel?
Right.
Usually it's the president. This past off season, Andrew Luck had to fire the head coach there at Stanford, and all had to do with at the time there was no athletic director. The president was an interim, so the interim president was going through finding out, okay, who has hire and firing authority, and they gave it to somebody on Stanford's board gave it to Luck. And right now what Andrew Luck is doing, he's going around to every single Silicon Valley operation that's got a Stanford alum shaking them down for cash.
Right. And Andrew Luck is doing a good job at Stanford, in my opinion.
Here's the thing. This is his second year as general manager.
Mm-hmm.
And he took over kind of late last year. If you looked at the sidelines this past season, I went to a game down there, looked at the sidelines. There's Andrew Luck over there with some corporate executives, and he's angling for cash.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know that there are certain universities, if they can get their donors to cough up cash for the athletics program, especially football, watch out. Vandy is one of them. Vandy's now actually paying attention to football. Duke's got a lot of rich alums. SMU, and now all those big donors at SMU that got caught up 40 years ago, they realized that they could cut checks left, right, and sideways, and the NCAA can't do squat. I mean, that's just the way the world works now.
Right. No, and I agree. Like college football, and this is I've spoken to a lot of fans about this. College football was a simpler sport. Now with all the yay hey money, NIL, all the big like deals about everything. Now it's just really like gone to big time money. Oh, big time this, big time that. Okay, I get
it's you want to know something? It is no different than what it was 30 years ago, 40 years ago. It's just it's now out in the open. Let's get right down to it. If go and watch the 30 for 30 called Pony Excess. Eric Dickerson in 1981, whenever he was deciding where he was going to go, Texas A&M gave him a gold Pontiac Transit, brand new gold Pontiac Trans Am. And rumor is that Texas gave him $25,000 cash. We don't know the exact amount that SMU gave him to go to SMU, but guess what? He chose SMU. The whole Southwest Conference at the time was like that. Can I sit there and say other conferences were like that? Oh yeah. They just were smart enough not to get caught. And SMU, if you watch the 30 for 30, where SMU was in Dallas and kind of put that spotlight on them, because nobody in the local paper in College Station or Austin, Texas, or even Lubbock, Texas, is going to say something bad about their football team because they wouldn't be able to get a pass to go into the facility.
Right.
But there in Dallas, Texas, DFW market, guess what? That Metroplex, you had a lot of people that were looking into SMU because all of a sudden there were a lot of players that were flashing around money. They got sloppy, they got caught. And that's just the way it works.
Right. And you know what? I honestly agree with you because it's a whole different ballgame. But and then here's the other things I wanted to talk to you.
Like, here's the thing. You remember, what was it? Maurice Clarett. There was another player involved with that at the time with Maurice Clarett, where he was selling swag to get tattoos and something else, but also he had a $50,000 H3 Hummer. So whenever that news broke, I text my friend who's from Zanesville, Ohio, a really close friend of mine. He was with me at Travis Air Force Base. I text him and it's like, nice school, and you got caught. And the first thing that he texts back saying, you mean to tell me it doesn't happen at West Virginia? It's like, oh yes, it's happening at West Virginia. It's just that they didn't get sloppy enough to get caught.
Right.
All of them were doing it. Now they can do it out in the open.
Right. No, and you're right. It happened for a reason. And but
now let's go back to Michigan. Michigan's issue right now is, without knowing who is going to be the athletic director, B, who's going to be president. That president opening is still there. So what are they going to do? Who's going to make decisions? They're talking about the board that runs the University of Michigan making decisions, but do they have hire and fire authority? I don't know. I don't know. We asked that question on Wednesday. We couldn't figure out who did or did not have hire and fire authority from the Michigan board. We knew Ward Manuel could fire coaches. We just weren't sure if Ward Manuel is the next to go, who can fire, who can hire. And that's a big question mark.
And then let me go on with this, and this is gonna get totally go all hell break loose. Here's the thing I really don't understand with college football at this point, Dan, and last week you heard me talk about how I have a distinction of not liking a certain fan base.
Well, we all do.
Well, and particularly, and this is in as a Buckeye fan, I don't give a damn about Notre Dame, as I quote.
I thought the song was "I don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan, the whole state." I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've heard the song a million times through mowing. So
yeah, and it's like for me, it's like I don't give a damn about Notre Dame. They're just as hated as Michigan and 19. And I call them Notre Dame, as you all know, in the college football mafia.
I know that they.
Great
What was
channel.
it the last time? I'm trying to remember. Moen brought it up before. The last time Notre Dame beat Ohio State was, I want to say it was
1938.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was 1936 or 1938.
1938.
Yeah. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. I knew it was one of those 2 years.
And then I had brought up another point on my show regarding somebody that is and you know that I don't like Alabama fans, and I don't give a damn about Notre Dame fans.
Yeah.
And you know that, Dan, from obviously my calls and me yapping about it for 3 months. But here's my thing that really gets my gears grinding. Jackson Johnson of the Voice of College Football and also the Jacksonian Show, and I don't know if you heard this. I told him several dozen times to his fan base that Alabama this year is losing in the first two rounds of the playoffs.
Well, they won yesterday. Or not yesterday, Friday.
But here's my thing. They go up against tougher competition, they lose.
Here's the thing. Alabama is still Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama, love them, hate them. I'm pretty agnostic to Alabama. I know a ton of Bama fans, but you want to know something? They've got championships. They've got a slew of them, and you can't deny that. And in the preseason SEC, the first thing I asked Jackson was, if Alabama doesn't make the playoffs, how big of an issue would that be? And he said it is huge. It is. If DeBoer doesn't make the playoffs, we have no idea if we want to keep him. Now, from what is being said is that DeBoer will get an extension from Alabama. They're still working on details. So scratch that name off for Michigan. Dilly at Arizona State signed an extension. He's not leaving. Mm-hmm. So you've got one of the big premier jobs open with hard deadlines coming up. And who knows how that's going to go.
Right.
Here's the thing with Alabama. Alabama is, I wouldn't say the premier team from the Southeast, because you do have Georgia that has won quite a number of championships lately. But I think I've told you, my brother lives in Atlanta.
You did tell me that.
And there in the city of Atlanta, you've got number one in that city is Georgia Bulldogs. Number 2, and this probably does not shock you in the least, is Alabama.
It doesn't shock me.
Number 3 would be Georgia Tech, and number 4, and this probably wouldn't shock you either, it would be Auburn. Just
Right.
due to the fact that Auburn to Atlanta, I think is like 2.5 hours, something like that. I know.
Yeah,
It's like it's like 3.5 hours from Tuscaloosa to Atlanta. I remember a couple years ago, whenever the Georgia Dome or whatever it's called, had the CFB championship, and it was Alabama and Georgia for the CFP championship, and all these hotels and all these restaurants and all of this and all of that, where they block rooms out for the CFP to buy, those rooms went empty because you got enough locals there to fill a 75,000 seat building easy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, why would you need to travel in? You could just go ahead and get all the locals to show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is something I've been telling people for a little bit, Daniel, and I've said this privately off of my YouTube page. But with everything that's going on, this is a great year for college football because there's a lot of like the Group of 5 teams and even the Big 12. It's giving the Big 12 an opportunity to showcase what they've got.
Here's the problem with the Big 12. Let me see if I can pull it back up here and show you. The Big 12 faces an issue all on its own of, I wouldn't say relevance, but the problem is that they need somebody to help them. CNBC had a list. Here we go. Let me pull it up. Here we go. College football valuations, and we had it on our. I think they went through it on the
Thursday or Wednesday.
It wasn't on my show. It would have been the Thursday show. Yeah. No, it was on the. Right. It was. Yeah, it would have been the Friday show. Here, let me hold on. Hold on.
And then here's something on the side, like Daniel, I think.
But you can sit there. You can sit there and see where certain schools have pretty good valuations. Like number one is Austin, Texas. Number 2 is Ohio State. Number 3 is A&M, which I think that's kind of overboard. Number 4, Georgia. Number 5, Michigan. Number 6, Notre Dame. Tennessee at 7. So you've got quite a number of people there. The first ACC team that you come up to, full ACC team, Clemson 18, Stanford at 23. Hold on.
Miami's at 29.
Yeah.
So they're way down at the bottom. Like Big 10 and
so let me pull down right here at 39 is Kansas for Big 12.
Right.
That's your highest ranked Big 12 team. 37 is Louisville. So you mean to tell me Kansas is less than Louisville? Now let me continue down this list. Iowa State. Yeah. Iowa State, Texas Tech, Colorado. And you would think Colorado would be more. It's not.
Texas TCU.
TCU at 50. Here's Arizona. Right here, you've got BYU, you've got WVU, and you've got Utah. So that right there, you're sitting there scratching your head saying, okay, where, I mean, I get it, because the problem that you have is that it's not like that they're forgotten. It's that they need a little bit better media representation. Now, I will give Fox Network, the fact that they've shown a ton of Big 12 primetime games. I love that. I love that they're showing Big 12 primetime games. You'll end up, but you are going up against Big 10
and SEC.
SEC.
Here's my,
but I don't see that as a bad thing. I was, and I'm old enough. I think I've talked about this before. I'm 51. I'm old enough to remember whenever WVU wasn't on TV. It was on tape delay on Channel 8, WCHS, at 11:30 p.m. for their football game. If you wanted to listen live, it was Woody O'Hara and Jack Fleming on the radio.
That's right.
There were very few games. What was it? 84. They had Miami and Morgantown, and that game was on ABC. In 88, West Virginia had Penn State. That was a CBS game that was on TV. That's the only games that I can think of that were on TV as a kid. Bowl games. Right. You would have the bowl games on TV. But whenever it got right down to it, you're not talking that there wasn't a lot of TV coverage. But then again, ESPN was barely covering anything. And then you had the three networks. Fox didn't exist then. So you were kind of screwed on what you had.
Right. But then here's my, like, and it, you know that I'm not biased to the Big 12 on, like, SEC programs or, you know, like Paul Feinbaum. And I'll say this, I don't understand why Paul Feinbaum talks as much crap as he does and attacks the Big 12 for God knows who, the reason why. But here's what I think I've told Paul.
You want to know why you want to know why he can talk like that? Disney and ESPN. Disney and ESPN lets him to do whatever he really wants to on that SEC call-in show that he has. And nobody, I mean, that Paul meme is pretty funny though.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, why the heck are you talking? Like, and you're attacking, and you're saying the Big 12 is overrated. When really, the Big 12 has had, let me see. Had two schools, three specifically. Three of them were in the college football playoffs.
That happens.
And not only that, those schools in specific were said, pardon me, were great teams. TCU, Arizona State, and now Texas Tech and BYU. And you're down talking the Big 12 like it's the most irrelevant conference when really TCU beat Michigan and it sent it sent the message across this country that said, "Hey, TCU is a good team."
What was
Arizona
that?
State.
Whoa. Let's rewind back. What was the score of the Georgia TCU national championship game?
That was 65-7.
I thought it was 63, but
65. Florida State was beaten 63-6.
that was it. Okay. I was trying to remember. So let's put it this way. That was the best of the SEC versus the best of the Big 12. And the SEC just handed the best of the Big 12 to the rest of the Big 12 on a pike. It was probably the ugliest championship game I can remember. Ugliest college football championship game I could remember. I was about to say
it was a slaughter.
Yeah. So whenever it gets right down to it, it wasn't pretty. So I'm going to have to go. I've been here an hour and I've got like 1,000 things I got to do.
All right. Well, Daniel, appreciate you as always, sir. We will talk to you next week. And obviously, beyond the college football mafia, hanging out at Mullen. I'll try to get a hold of Mullen if I can.
Good luck. He's doing prep for his show right now. His show goes on in 90 minutes. Good luck. He's doing prep for his show.
Well, sir, I will see you next time, and we'll talk to you later, sir.
All right, bye.
That's Dan of the College Football Mafia. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to like, comment, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. And let me just say this, and let me go on to say this. Let me refer back to something I was going to bring up. And you guys should know this. About 2 months ago, I was verbally attacked by I was verbally assaulted by the co-host of the the host and the co-host of the Alabama Crimson Tide Call-In show a few months ago. Well, I had a few words for those guys. Especially a few words for let me go to that screen there, folks, so I can
college football fans, as we're going to be previewing the first round of the college, most likely. But God, no one really believes in Indiana, and I get it.
No, everything I say on this show, particularly, I had to drop the hammer on Jeffrey and Will. So, Will, Jeffrey, here's a little notice for you guys, and I'm calling you out on this. Don't write checks with your mouth that your rear ends can't cash. If you want to tell me otherwise, I'm going to be here all night. So.
But Saturday, a lot of fun. Hey, Bill, and you and him, I'm not saying a thing. You guys can have it.
Will and D, and you ran your mouth for 9 months, and you deserve this, sir. You deserve this loss. Woo-hoo! Buddy, eat your loss like you should. Come on now. Come on. Come on. And you know, the better part is, Will, now that Notre Dame's out of the playoffs and they've been out, at least I can celebrate knowing that y'all idiots that wear that pathetic navy and gold unis that say that y'all are the most valuable team of them all because you're independent. Yeah, that can just go out down the toilet because y'all ain't worth shit. Y'all ain't worth shit. So eat this loss like you should, Will, and shove it down your throat like you should.
Lord.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell, Jackson? I'm celebrating right now. What the hell?
What's up, man?
I'm celebrating because Willie D lost his end of the bargain. I told you, Will, don't write checks with your mouth that your ass can't cash. I tell anybody and everybody. But you unfortunately had to learn the lesson, sir. Just like Notre Dame fans always do. Oh,
I got a little bet for you, Caden. I got a little bet for you.
Jackson, hold that bet for a moment. I'm celebrating right now. So, Willie D, how does it feel to take another loss again like you should? Because unfortunately, you Notre Dame fans can't take the L's like you should.
Caden, who did you pay for ESPN to make this happen? Who was your inside person that from ESPN to Greg Sankey?
I didn't pay shit to ESPN.
What do you mean?
You're accusing me of paying ESPN?
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. Like seriously, I never told ESPN to take y'all out. I was wanting them to put BYU in. Because Alabama already lost 3, so them out first. And then BYU in the place of Alabama.
Whether you're a contractor or a master technician, Harbor Freight understands your job depends upon a reliable tool.
Jeez. BYU's a better team than Notre Dame. I'll say that.
I don't think anyone else on the planet agrees with you.
And you call Big 12 fans piece of shit, Jeffrey.
God.
I've never said that, but I mean, I do think that Big 12 fans are a little bit too highly
Too high of what?
crazy
Too high
about
of
their
what?
conference. They're not that good. I don't want to say delusional because there
Jeffrey, it's just your
Big 12 fans, but there are a lot of Big 12 fans that think their conference is the best when there's literally no evidence to suggest that at all.
Or perhaps that this is the year that the Big 12 actually does do something, which I think they will. However, as I stated to my friends who are Big 12 fans, and even to Mountaineer Paul, who I just became friends with, I said that I've been rooting for the Big 12 for the last 3 years to become a powerhouse right in this very moment. Well, they've proven to me that they are a powerhouse of a conference. BYU's a powerhouse team. Texas Tech is a powerhouse team right now. So, I think you owe Big 12 fans an apology, Jeffrey. And I'm saying this as the reigning, defending, undisputed
Why should
national
I
champion.
apologize to Big 12 fans for their one program in Texas Tech that spent a lot of NIL to make their team good, and the rest of the conference is just average?
And you're the one who has been shit-talking the Big 12. Let me remind you also. Anyways, enough of Jeffrey. Jackson, what you were going to say? And I know it was going to be something stupid, but I'm going to let you say it anyway.
Okay. Well, how about this? How about this, smartass? How about
Smartass? Who are you calling a smartass?
you silly goose? All
right, you Sesame Street loving son bitch. What is it?
How about any team like? I will bet you my 400 and Will's 500 that any team that you won't see Ohio State repeat as national champs. If you don't see Ohio State repeating as national champs, you gotta give Will his 500 back.
Let me think about this. So, if Ohio State doesn't repeat as defending national champions, I have to get back Will and D his 500.
Mm-hmm.
However,
And you get 400 from me.
I get 400 from you.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the other side of the deal? I'm wondering, with no stipulations. If I win, and we are 10-time reigning, defending, undisputed national champions, what will you do, Jackson Johnson? Since you like to run your mouth so much.
I will wear. Well, okay. I'll give you my 400, and also, What would you like for me to do if I lose?
We'll wear Buckeye hats. We'll wear Ohio State hats.
Okay.
Jeffrey, turn your camera on, boy.
I'm not wearing that. That's what Will and Jackson are doing. I could care less.
There you go.
Coward.
Nah, he's no coward.
I'm not a coward. I'm not stooping to your level. I mean, it's dumb to make all these stupid bets over football teams in the first place.
You know, I'm sitting comfortable with my money, and I'm sitting comfortable with my and you saw the post, Jackson Johnson, didn't you, last week? You saw somebody took my hand in love.
Oh.
Pull that post up, Jackson, please. So Jeffrey and Will and D can feast their eyes.
I'm not.
I saw this one sign reading before.
So yeah, my rant to Jeffrey and Jackson clearly seemed to do something. And I'll tell you what though, that moment right there for where it was unbelievable. And I'm gonna be completely honest. I told Jackson Jeffrey correctly along with Will and D that DYU is a better team than Notre Dame. And I gave Jeffrey and Jackson Johnson the hell that they deserved. The reason being, because I'm an Ohio State fan. I have a right to. It's my God-given patriotic right. And you know what? Here's the funny thing, folks. I'm going to say this to you. Even though we lost Indiana, we're coming off of a very hard loss to Indiana, and let alone we're going into the national championship against Miami. And I promise you we're going to beat Miami. Will we? Yes. That's guaranteed. Now, is that something that I'd be interested to see? Of course. It's not going to be something that I won't be watching. Then I know Jaden from the Miami channel is going to be watching that game closely because they still call it the controversial third down call. But I got a little news for Lee. I got a little news for Leanne Herring. And I told her this. Ole Miss is losing to Georgia again. As far as the national championship is concerned. Because Georgia overall is a better team than Ole Miss. And then let alone, I told Jackson and Jeffrey that Indiana and Alabama were going to lose in the playoffs. Indiana was going to lose to Texas Tech. And then Alabama said lose to Indiana. But unfortunately, Alabama fans are too delusional not to understand that their losses are going to come at a heavy price. And that heavy price is going to be
at the expense of a great Ohio State team. And I'm telling you this, folks. I'm telling you this to be honest. It is going to be very bad in Tuscaloosa when they lose to Indiana, and then Indiana loses to Texas Tech. And I know Jackson Johnson, Jeffrey from Ola Talk Sports is going to cry. I know they're going to complain. They should have been in the main spot. They should have done everything that they could have to do something. But really, but really, it's just but that's just my 2 cents, and but that's just my 2 cents, folks. But all of that aside, I just feel like that this is just really, really bad on their end. And let alone, not only bad on their end, and I told Jeffrey and Jackson Johnson this. I told Burks this. Don't you dare mess with my team and my defense. Because you are going to have very hard issues to come. And I said this to him. You know, I tried to get Jeffrey to come on here because he wouldn't come on telling me otherwise. He wouldn't come on. Neither Jackson Johnson, neither Alston would come on here and tell me otherwise. I don't know if they're just scared or the heck that they're, I don't know, eating Twinkies. It wouldn't surprise me. Because those guys are cowards. Hell, Alabama Richie is one of them. Let alone I've tried numerous times. I tried numerous times that all I get on the fact of it is zip answers. I try every single thing. I try getting Zachary Will just to answer my phone calls. I tried numerous times. And I know Burks is gotten. You know, here's the thing. I've told Burks this numerous times. I tried telling Jackson Johnson, Austin from Only Talk Sports, I tried telling them numerous daggone times that if you cannot keep your mouth shut, literally, it was going to end for them really bad. But no. It's just ridiculous, folks. I told people this numerous times. I've even told I told Paul Feinbaum, Alabama's overrated. Like, seriously. Like, I told Eric Box this. I told the Podfather, Eric Box this. And it's so ridiculous. I don't know how they can get it to their thick skulls. Their thick skulls. I don't know. And I told Jeffrey, I said, what about your bullshit? It's ridiculous. I mean, truth. So, I don't know why there's so much to say, oh, well, I wasn't wrong about that. No. Like, literally, I tried numerous times. I don't know. The one thing I really consider that I really have a problem with, folks, is how much crap you get from Only Talk Sports. Just absolutely just. Literally, I don't know if that guy can't stop talking all the spit crap that he does, but it seems like it. Don't know why. I tried numerous times. The heck, I don't think that Friday he learned his lesson. Let alone I've told him, I don't know. You guys let me know. actually a great one. The Texas wins this one, they're still alive in the playoffs. But they lose to Georgia, then Georgia basically clinches a playoff spot at this point because let's be real, they'll win the rest of the regular season game. And Texas is out, of course. Alabama, Oklahoma. Alabama beats Oklahoma. They basically clinch a playoff berth because they'll likely win.
My president is in the chat room.
Okay.
Bring my president up and bring my favorite president.
Thank you very much. Let me run into Jackson up next. Hey, Jackson, go right ahead.
And with South Paul, I decided that today, on my 28th birthday, I decided I'd give a little September 30th back. Today,
It's good to hear from you. And Jackson is up next. Hey, Jackson.
Hey, Paul, got some good history for you on the day of June 25th.
We are back. John Coffey coming up here. Memento. Jackson up next. Good afternoon, Jackson. Thank you. Jackson, and for the call, let's check in with Jackson up next.
What's up, Paul? I noticed that Jim from Tuscaloosa said that's big.
What about? Okay, then I see Hayden's a big supporter of mine. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I heard that you were doing a nice thing.
Yeah, well, Jackson, know this. You know, it's said that every single solitary second I've said this. The Alabama Crimson Tide is not going to the playoffs. I was wrong. But at the same time, you, sir, on the other hand, had to understand that y'all are going to lose. Lose big time to Texas Tech or Indiana. But here's the other problem. If Indiana loses to Texas Tech, I know Jeffrey's going to be crying. Indiana fans are going to cry like Kurt Signetti couldn't get the job done. It wouldn't surprise me. And then just hearing Jackson Johnson's BS is outrageous. It's literally outrageous. I called Jackson Johnson and Jeffrey out. And I don't get a single dang response. Why? Because they're scared. Because I'm going to expose them. Because I'm going to, I will literally abolish them from the face of this planet. Because every time I tell them, y'all are going to do this, y'all are going to do that, y'all are going to do this, y'all are going to do that. Oh my freaking Lord. It's stupid. And it's just absolutely absurd. Absurd. You know, it's really absurd. What's absurd is that now Jeffrey and Jackson are telling me otherwise. I told him every time, numerous occasions, here and there. But that's the problem, ladies and gents. Ladies and gents. And it just does not sit well.
It does not sit well. But here's my issue on the matter. Let alone, it's this. It's literally the one worst thing I would tell you. And somebody can tell me otherwise to my face. That literally, I tried numerous occasions, on numerous occasions, and times I told Alabama Richie that everything that they are trying to do and every comment made by Alabama fans is fake news. Seriously, fake news. Fake freaking news. Like, fake news. In the words of the 47th president, fake freaking news. You want me to say it, Lord? It's fake news. Fake freaking news. I don't even know who. If they're delusional or they're just completely stupid. And I told Michigan, and Michigan fans are the goofiest of them all. Look, so delusional. Oh my freaking God. It hurts my brain. It hurts my brain more. It really hurts my brain to the point where Michigan fans are the most retarded fans in all of college football. It's true. It's true. Like, literally, I cannot stand every freaking daggone second. Because it's literally the worst. The absolute worst of the worst. Does it really help? No, it does not. It literally does not. It doesn't help that Jackson Johnson of the Jacksonian network is so full of freaking fake news. Like, literally, Like, literally, I don't even have to tell Jackson that he's retarded. They're full of fake news, buddy. Fake news. And literally, I couldn't even tell the difference between of either them being just stupid or the fact that they're stupid. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But y'all can tell me otherwise. Because I don't understand how you're having settled amount of points telling me otherwise. But I literally don't understand. Y'all can tell me otherwise. Because it's absurd to me that not only are they the absolute worst, but they're the absolute ones that are so full of crap. Because ultimately, I told people this. Ultimately, Ohio State's winning the college football playoffs. But they can't understand the whole metric of it. Yeah, because I don't know if they don't understand the fact that I told them numerous times on countless occasions. Or the fact that they're so stupid up in the head. It bothers me. I don't know. It blows my mind. But that's where I tell people I have to say it the most. It really, really stinks if you don't say something. If you don't say something, it stinks. It doesn't only stink, it's so dumb. Dumb. Like I've said this numerous, I don't even need to say it. It's ridiculous, folks. It's ridiculous. But, you know, that's the whole metric of it. Let me get back to the YouTube page because I couldn't stand. This really just set me off. The last college show.
Hopefully, he's in the best shape. So we're back.
Got our first caller of the night. You know him, you love him. He's an OG YouTube member of Al Bell with the Boys College Football, and you always get a big kick out of him. The one and only himself, Waylon, the godfather of the SEC. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
Jackson, Johnson, and Jeffrey. Jeffrey only sports talk. We talk sports sometimes, but not all the time. I messed that the hell up. Anyway,
it's actually pretty accurate.
I messed that up. Do that. Redo that, Jackson. I'm sorry. Do that for him while I get flip the channel.
How Jeff goes is welcome back to Only Talk Sports, where we talk sports every single day, or at least try to. I'm your host, Jeffrey. Subscribe to the channel.
If you like sports content, hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. The reason that I say if you like sports content, because if you like sports content, then you should like it. You know, I mean, it's not rocket science here. You know, I mean, if you hate football and you hate basketball, my content is not for you, and Jackson's content is not for you, or any of it. But if you like sports content, especially football, basketball, I think you should like the show. Maybe not. Maybe you can't stand my analysis, or on this show you don't like Jackson's analysis. I have no idea. Both of our analysis sucks. I don't know, but I mean, other than that, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't like it. I mean, it's sports talk, man. So I appreciate that, Godfather. Appreciated Jackson, but yeah, that's funny. I think my second video I had that intro, and I've had it ever since. So I don't know.
There you go.
And I don't know. I've got Hulu has added 25 ABC sports channels. If they screw the ball game up tomorrow night, y'all going to have to come get me out of jail. That's what y'all going to come do. just remember that. Have your bail money ready. I'm telling you.
These streaming services are just ridiculous, man. Like they are bloating these things up. Like, man, the way I look at it.
And these are the same retarded fools who not even a few college shows ago just insulted me. Like, absolutely.
The whole time I've gotten like, at the beginning of the year, most of his yards have actually come at the beginning of the season, and then he got hurt again. He's been hurt twice in the last few months, and since the second injury, and he's come back, he just hasn't looked the same. I think when he's fully healthy, I think he's our best back, but he's not playing very well right now, sadly. Like you mentioned, the Deer. The Deer probably needs a shot. I mean, Riley has been given some chances. I like some of what he brings. Oh, yeah. Richard Young is completely fallen off. I don't know what happened there. Richard Young was supposed to be, according to a lot of people, our best back by a million, and he hasn't done squat. I don't know if he got hurt. I don't know what's going on with Richard Young, but he's been a non-factor. So yeah, I mean, Daniel Hill, again, Jam Miller's best all-around back, but he's not playing great right now because I think the injuries have set him back.
There's no more Johnny Musso. There's no more, Bobby.
Oh, man, the Italian Stallion.
There's no more Bobby Humphrey. There's no more Kerry Good. I knew the Good guys as I played against them in high school.
No more Derek Henry. No more Martin Groom. No more Trent Richardson. Oh, man.
I mean, you got no more. I mean,
Nate Ogilvie.
Sean Alexander. I mean, I would hate to debate.
Sean Alexander made Sean Madonna thought that puberty voice in 1999.
It was that better, or was Gus Johnson better this past weekend?
It was better. Gus Johnson was better.
He lost his voice, man.
Hell, what's
offensive to run back, and that's just how
a little bit. We're gonna write a show on Thursday night unless somebody gets hurt. So root hog or die. But anyway, this is a great show on Thursday night. Everybody, we've got quite a few in the chat, some more people on the phone. So I hope everybody the best the rest of the week, and I hope that we can pull another victory out. And the little East Illinois team, we get to play some guys that don't get any playing time. That might help us against Auburn if somebody was to get hurt. And definitely is practice and help us in the SEC championship game if we make it. And the playoff, we'll see. There's
we're in the playoffs.
There's a lot of things that could happen, but if Alabama loses one more game, I think if you lose it to Auburn, does it look that bad? Well, it's an in-state rivalry. I said I was going to shut up, but if you lose to Oklahoma, they might not look at it as bad because Oklahoma's a better football team. You can't lose to Eastern Illinois, Andy. You can't do that. I mean,
you don't have to worry about that. Like we'll be smacking Eastern Illinois.
People are still talking about the Citadel 10-10.
Oh yeah.
People don't talk about the fact that we won the game like 60-10. So again, it's like, who cares?
Hey, who cares? It looks good, Cignetti.
Saban.
Kurt Cignetti is like the last, like how people can never, whatever.
Or you running around the field.
I did.
Saturday, maybe we may have to have a big party Saturday night. You never know. The return of Caden, the diesel freak. He may be back, Jeffrey.
He's everywhere.
He may be back, Godfather. Right now, the whole time we've been live, I mean, he's lurking in the shadows, Godfather.
He's in there.
Oh, yeah.
He's spamming me. I don't know if he's been spamming you, Jackson.
I
he's been spamming me the whole time. Bleh, just vomiting all over
I
our
was,
show.
like,
So
posting
he's
about-
out there. He's
He's out
still
there.
lurking out there.
We let we're gonna let Dr. Buckeye have him. We'll send him on up there and let Dr. Buckeye straighten him out. He's a doctor, so he might be able to give him a shot or something, calm him down. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Y'all be safe, and we'll catch y'all Saturday evening. And I hope we have a big victory here. We need it. We need it. We got to have it with no injuries and move on. Y'all be good. We'll see y'all Saturday evening.
See you
Appreciate
Saturday
it,
night.
Godfather. Hope you have a great night. Always love our conversations. It's
Y'all
always
be
a great
safe.
time. And yeah,
Big
I
league.
agree. Roll Tide, roll. We need a
Roll
big win
Tide,
on
roll.
Saturday.
There you go. Oh man, this too funny. I mean,
He's just spamming us, Jackson.
I'm
Like
posting
he's
it
got
for-
nothing else better to do. Like,
I know.
call in, Caden. Just call in. Remember, he's disappeared. His
our
best friend, like,
oh my god,
he's just spamming the whole time. I've gotten like, how many of these messages have I gotten? I've got like 10 of them since the show started.
So I'm posting like a reply to the creator of the Owl House who worked at Gravity Falls. Like, I'm literally talking about a cartoon show, right? And she's like saying unsubscribe for Disney Plus, yada yada yada. I'm saying I'm still mad at the fact Disney screwed over the Owl House, not cool and do that, da 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 da. But then we see Cade the Diesel Freak. He's replied to me saying, Alabama's overrated as Disney, and I can't stand y'all's BS. Alabama's overrated as Disney, and I can't stand y'all's BS.
Wait. I'm telling you, folks, I've said it. They're overrated. Literally, Jackson just said it. Oh, man. Like, seriously. I cannot understand how these two dummies can't figure out how the hell they're still standing. Literally, I don't understand that. I don't. It's ridiculous, folks. I swear to you. It's ridiculous. They say never bet on a kicker. True. You never bet on the kicker, and you dang sure don't bet on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Because I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. But, you know, that's just me, folks. That's just me. Like, have you guys ever thought, like, oh, this was something interesting to think about? And it's like, oh no. It just makes me sick to my stomach. Just hearing the amount of BS that they still. It's BS. It's serious BS. Like, I can't understand that. I can't understand how the fact that y'all are seriously telling me otherwise. Like, y'all gotta be kidding me. It's stupid. I don't know. Like, I tell Leah and Harry, hell, I tell her, like, y'all are just seriously overrated. Seriously. Ole Miss is overrated. Like, seriously. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it, folks. Tell me otherwise. I don't get it. Folks, I don't get it. Like, literally, Leah and Harry, congrats to your Ole Miss Rebels, but it's bad news on your end. I told Leah, don't write checks with your mouth that your ass can't cash. I told her. You lost to Georgia once, you're going to lose twice to them. That is a solid defense you're going up against. And T. Golden isn't ready. I told him. I told Leanne Heron that there was going to be hell. Like, I literally told her that. I literally told Ole Miss fans that. Yeah, this is Caden the Diesel Freak on YouTube calling. Particularly talking college football today. Oh, well, I was wanting to bring something up, but that I just heard on the news, but okay. I was actually there was something I was wanting to ask you for a split question. Like literally, Leanne Herring of the Rebel Walk is now talking like Ole Miss is gonna do something. Please, Ole Miss is not winning against Georgia. I don't know how many of your fan base is talking that way, but geez, it really gets me going. It really grinds my absolute freaking gears. I don't know why. But it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Because apparently Pete Golding is saying like y'all are gonna do something. But really, I don't see Pete Golding and the Ole Miss Rebels doing anything after the Georgia game, let alone if y'all survive Georgia. Because apparently your fan base is saying, oh, this is the time that you guys are going to beat Georgia. Doubt it. What have you done this season? Play nobody until y'all play Georgia the first time. Y'all lost. I mean, seriously, what's going on with your fan base? Y'all are delusional up in the heads. And I don't know if you guys have your head stuck up your rear ends, but that's just my opinion. But I could have called Notre Dame fans idiots. I could have called Michigan fans stupid. Because apparently y'all's fan bases are delusional. Alabama fans, don't get me started on them. Roll Tide, my rear end. Roll Tide, my rear end. But that's just my opinion. Ole Miss and rebel this, rebel that. Y'all really not to crumble after y'all fall to Georgia. Guaranteed. But with that being said, the most hated Ohio State fan has to get on it. Moving. But thank y'all for watching. Actually, I am taking calls right now. So if you guys want to call in, links dropped right there. Just click the link and then you'll be brought on. But yeah, I'm taking calls. Sorry about my rant, but sometimes it just makes me upset. Understand it, like, so that y'all can't just take it to a grain of salt. Y'all get offended over Twitter, over Facebook, let alone over Discord. Jeez. Like, seriously. I don't get how y'all's fan bases are so delusional. Yet, I said on numerous occasions, Notre Dame fans are stupid. Michigan fans are delusional. Bama fans are, well, stupid. Oh, and then let alone retarded. I mean, let's be honest. Y'all say the exact same things on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and everything else. I don't get, like, if you're talking about how Michigan now has lost a head coach, athletic director, and let alone, you lose 90% of that coaching staff because now Sherrone Moore is gone. Notre Dame fans, now your coach is possibly moving on to the NFL, which loses one of your best assets. And y'all are complaining about not going to the playoffs. Y'all lost 2 games and decided to quit your bowl game. Really? That's stupid. But anyways, folks, that's it for me. I will be back doing more rants on Sundays as usual. Take care. Take it easy. And yeah, go Bucks. And y'all know the rest. That's Go Bucks, and we don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan. Don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan, because we're from Ohio. We're from Ohio. O-H. We're from Ohio. I-O. We don't get the name for the whole state. The whole state of Michigan. The whole state of Michigan. We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan. Because we're from Ohio. We're from Ohio. Oh, we're for the whole state of Michigan. For the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan. We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan. We're from Ohio. We're from Ohio. We're from Ohio. Oh, we don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan, the whole state of Michigan. We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan. We're from Ohio. We don't give a damn for the whole. It's a hole. It's a dirty rotten hole. We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan. We're from Ohio. We're from Ohio. O-H. We're from Ohio. I-O. We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan. The whole state of Michigan. The whole state of Michigan. We don't give a damn for the whole state of Michigan. We're from O to hell with the not so valiant green, white, Sparty's uptight. We're from Ohio. Our honor defend, we will fight to the end. We're from Ohio. From Ohio. O-H. We're from Ohio. I-O. We don't give a damn for the whole state. We're from O to hell with the not so valiant green, white, Sparty's uptight. We're from I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or dream. Deep down inside, I feel the scream. This terrible silence stops in there. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me. Back in the womb, it's much too real. It comes life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I lived, fed to the dude that sticks in me, just like a wartime novelty, tied to machines that make me be. Cut this life off from me. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
God help me. Hold my breath as I wish for dear. Oh, please, God help me. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapped in myself, body my only fear. Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul. Left me with life in hell. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapped in myself, body my only fear. Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul. Left me with life in hell. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapped in myself, body my only fear. Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul. Left me with life in hell. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapped in myself, body my only fear. Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul. Left me with life in hell.
Okay, this is the all night show. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Go on. Woo!
Oh God, help me. I see that there's not much left of me. Nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh please, God. God, wake me. Back in the womb, it's much too real. In comes life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I live, led to the dude that sticks in me, just like a wartime novelty, tied to machines that make me be. Cut this life off from me. Hold my breath as I wish for dear. Oh, please, God, wake me. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapped in myself, fighting my only fear. Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul, and me with life in hell.
Man, has this been a good week or what? Holy cow! But I'll catch you guys next time. We'll see y'all next time. I might as well go for another hour or so. What do you guys think? Well, stream's still on. Come on in and tell me what's going on, folks. Oh well. Later.